Hi everyone and very good morning to all of you. Super excited to meet you all and this one-shot session, and honestly speaking, this is one of the best thing that we can do for you before the exams. So welcome to all of you who are watching this DBMCI live session, and this DBMCI one live session is all about covering the 19 subjects in the shortest amount of time with the reputed faculties of every subject who can give you the best out of themselves. So in this session, we'll try to cover the entire pathology, and that is just in 5 hours. How we're going to do that? Leave out that on me. I'll first talk about what is this one-shot session all about. I'll just ensure that my audio and video is clear. My audio and video is clear, and if you can just confirm if my audio and visual is clear, let me just start the session by discussing how to talk about and how to go about this one shot. So I am very sure you all might have a PDF with you. The PDF has the pathology lectures in written form with you. Secondly, some of you might have a book with you. Okay. For those who have read the sessions or seen the notes completely beforehand, I would suggest you to stick to the main notes and just revise with us in the entire one shot without missing a single lecture. So don't predetermine what you want to watch, what you don't want to watch, because that's very important. Every subject counts. Every 19 subjects counts, and that is how you become the topper of your own results coming ahead. Secondly, when you watch a session, ensure which topics are you missing out. And these topics you must cover in a best and maximum detail. So I would suggest you, without thinking into what you want to cover, what you don't want to cover, ensure you watch the 19 subjects of DBMCI one shot. And then in 5 days amount of time, these 5 days, try to cover all of this. And then in the next few days before the NICT exam is there, you have to try to cover the revision part of this in a better way. For those who are preparing for NEET PG, I can tell you this is again the best one, because we all as a faculty have understood what are the important topics to be asked. If you haven't read before, I will not say that I can just move you back to 100%, but at least we can move you from 0% if you are there to at least 70%, and that's what we can do from here. The point is to now what happens is when you watch the entire videos of 19 subjects of suppose 400-500 hours, then you try to recollect from those 60-70 hours ultimately to take to the exams. You can't remember everything out of it. So this 60-70 hours is what is made by us, curated by us for you. So what you should ensure to do is try to watch each minute of what we are saying, how we are trying to explain the whole sessions. Try to underline the important points there and revise this possibly on the same day. We also have a 10 question miniature question bank after each sessions, which I want all of you to attend this as you move ahead. Today's, after my class, we have psychiatry session by Dr. Vivekanand, and I'm very sure you will be very much enthralled by his lectures also. All your doubts in the session you can put up in this DBMCI live platform only. I will be watching this. I can see your comments as I'm moving ahead. So without wasting any further time, I hereby now announce my class is open, and here I'll tell you how will I go upon the entire lecture of pathology. So if you look at the first part where we talk about this hematology, general pathology and surgical pathology part, today I will give 1.5 hours around for hemat, around 1 hour for general path, and the next 1.5 hours to 2 hours for surgical pathology. Okay. Now, in the hematology, I'll start with leukemias, lymphoma. I always do, and I can tell you this part. If I talk about the number of questions you can expect from this in NEET PG and NICT, this will give you around 6 to 8 questions. This will give you around 6 questions, roughly around 6 questions, and this will give you around 6 to 10 questions. I'll say 8 to 10 questions, which makes here around 16 and then 24 questions. So total, I expect from you around 24 questions of entire pathology. So are you ready with this? That is what my session is all about. Do not miss a single minute, guys. If you have started watching this video, ensure you are with me till the end of session, and then talk about how confident you are, because I am super enthralled and I'm super excited to teach you this session in the best possible way. Just ensure you do not miss a single minute of what I'm telling you in the session ahead. So if you're okay, just give me a thumbs up. Let's start the session of leukemia lymphoma just now. Okay. With the thought, the harder you work for something, the greater you feel when you achieve it. I'm very sure you will achieve the best in the upcoming exams. So let's start with the topic of CD markers here. The CD marker, that is the immature marker, is CD34. You all know about this. How to remember the CD marker, that's very important. And one question always going to come from CD markers. The CD marker of any immature cell is CD34. So my question is, do you expect hematopoietic stem cell to be immature cell? Yes. So marker is 34. Lymphoblast, are they immature cell? Yes. So again is 34. So how to differentiate HSC versus lymphoblast? The point is, HSC also a marker called as HLA-DR, very frequently asked question. And lymphoblast, apart from 34, also have a marker called as TDT, terminal deoxytransferase is TDT. Okay. The marker for mature white blood cells, okay, WBCs, WBC is CD45, and therefore this marker is often asked in exam as a common leukocyte antigen. Name is common leukocyte antigen. Okay, the marker for myeloid series is MPO, and apart from MPO, it is 13, 33, 117. 13, 33 and 117 is the other marker for myeloid. So remember, it's very easy. देखो 34 immature cells, 45 mature cells. Simple है ना? बोलो मेरे साथ 34 immature, 45 mature. The marker for myeloid is M for myeloid and M for MPO. M for myeloid, M for MPO. हो गया याद? अच्छा, the main marker for B cell series is CD19. The main marker for T cell series is CD3, and the main marker for NK is CD16. ये भी easy है. B19, T3, NK16. The marker for monocytes, very simple to remember. How to remember monocytes marker? देखो, mono is a 1, 2, 3, 4 letter word, and both the markers are 4 at last. 14 and 64. So easy, right? Acha. Marker for glycophorin is, marker for RBC is glycophorin. The same marker also goes for erythroblasts. And the marker for platelets is CD41, 42 and 61. So let's understand this again. All of you say with me. Marker for immature cells, 34. Blast, 34. Lymphoblast, TDT also. Hematopoietic stem cells, 34 plus HLA, DR. WBC marker, 45. B cell, 19. T cell, 3. NK, 16. Mono, 14. Clear है? अच्छा. The marker for RBC, glycophorin, the marker for platelet is 41, 42, 61. Bas, khata. Now, with this knowledge, let's point about a single topic as to how to understand the entire topic of leukemia lymphoma. बड़ा simple है, देखो. A hematopoietic stem cells, you all know, will first divide into a myeloid and lymphoid immature cells. ये तरफ myeloid है. And this is a lymphoid series cells. We also know the myeloid series cells make 6 type of blasts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The 6 type of blasts. 7 हो गया लगता है. Okay. Blasts which comes from the myeloid series. These are myeloblasts. They are monoblasts, basophilic blasts, eosinophilic blasts, erythroblasts, and the megakaryoplasts. These all are blasts. Okay. The lymphoid makes blasts by the name of B lymphoblasts, T lymphoblasts, and the NK lymphoblasts. What are these lymphoblasts? So this whole line is a line for blasts. Yeah, लिख देता हूं मैं blasts. They will all now mature to become mature cells, and the obvious name for the mature cell will be myeloblasts will make neutrophils. यहाँ monocytes, basophils, eosinophils, RBCs, and the platelets. The marker for B, T, NK lymphoblast would be making B, T, and NK lymphocytes. Lymphoblast would make lymphocytes. B, T, NK lymphoblast will make B, T, NK lymphocytes. अब देखो ध्यान से सुनो. Now the point is, if their cell is any immature cell like this cell, these are immature myeloid cells. If it's an immature and myeloid cell, सोचो, सर ने बोला immature है myeloid है. So marker is 34 for immaturity and myeloid के लिए MPO. This cell here is an immature lymphoid cells. If it's an immature and a lymphoid cell, if it's a immature and a lymphoid cell, the marker will be 34 TDT, and for a B 19, for T3, for NK 16. Now if you look at this part, these are mature and myeloid cells. Because these are mature and myeloid, what is the marker? Mature hai, so 45 positivity, right? 34 is obviously negative, and because of myeloid nature is MPO positive. Correct? Achha, now look at these cells. These cells are mature lymphoids. सोचो, सर ने बोला mature है lymphoid है. Because this mature cell 34 is negative, but because they are mature cell 45 is positive. Obviously B will have 19, T will have 3, NK will have 16 positivity. Correct? Achha. Now, if you look at the whole story here, this whole story here, the point to understand is, this whole story is, whenever a tumor comes from, it comes from the immature myeloid. समझ रहे हो? Immature myeloid. The tumor is called as AML. When a tumor comes from The immature lymphoid, it is called as ALL. The tumor comes from mature myeloid is called as CMPN, and the tumor which comes from the mature lymphoid cell is called as lymphoma. Okay, lymphoma. They're called as lymphoma.